exploring the infinite creation through an image of flower bud, sculptures of Madan Lal Gupta. Professor Madan Lal Gupta is one of the prominent contemporary Indian sculptors. His iconic stone sculptures with the various shades of metamorphosis to simple flower images and mundane experiences are well known. It is miraculous to know how a person can spend his whole life with a single form of the simplified flower bud. Possibly, it is about eternity and self-realization process through focusing on a single form in all possible probabilities of stone carving and other materials. He is a great devotee of Lord Shiva, a Hindu deity which already signified into the abstract form of lingam, a symbolic form to the end and beginning of the creation in Indian culture, very close to his iconic bud form. Artist explains that when we think of a forest, we see only a single unit as a forest at first glance, but it carries so many varieties of plants, trees, animals, birds, insects in it. Same way, if we choose any one unit of it like trees or animals, it contains further infinite varieties of different species of trees or animals. And thus, this chain is infinite both in the micro and macro sense. The budding flower is about the unit of this existence, whether it is an atom, a form, an individual, a nation, or the universe. The creation starts with the assumption of one unit, which is the primary cause of creation. A flower bud is the symbolic representation of this creation. Born in 1954 in Lalganj village at Azamgarh district of Uttar Pradesh, his early life was as a rural village boy of post-independent India, somehow attracted towards art. He grew up by seeing fields, plants and trees, playing with paper boats in the pockets of rainwater. He graduated from the Plastic Arts Department of Banaras Hindu University and was deeply inspired by the creative personality of his mentor, Ram Chhatpar. He went to Baroda for a postgraduate study where he developed his perception in sculpture under the guidance of Krishna Chhatpar and Raghav Kaneria. Later he got the opportunity to further advance study in Japan through a Japanese government scholarship. Here Professor Atsuko Ishii touched him to adapt international modern concerns like monoha and the pond of Japanese culture. In a very short time, he attracted many opportunities in Japan and developed relations in the art field. He visited many times Japan for invited exhibitions, residencies and camps, symposiums. He left over more than 100 sculptures to various public and private collections in Japan. His famous work is Peace Garden on the hills of Matsudai village, which is a marvelous example of his visualization. He carved 60 birds in pink sandstone and installed them around an artificial pond. The work is so beautiful that it impresses a number of Japanese people thereafter. This work is dedicated to the panic humanistic disaster of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. 22 October 1990, Madan Lal was appointed as a lecturer in the Plastic Art Department of Visual Art Faculty, BHU, and retired in 2019 as a professor from here. Besides being a good artist, he is also a successful teacher, inspiring his students to become practical, adventurous, playful, and joyful in the process of study by organizing visits, seminars, study trips, and tours. He says that from 24 hours, one should develop a work culture of more than 8 hours and 8 hours for other living activities, and rest 8 hours should be given for sleep to live a healthy, progressive artist's life. There are many young artists doing well in the Indian art field inspired by him, such as Dilip Topo, Krishna Yadav, Dhananjay Singh, Saroj Singh, Prabhakar Singh, Dharmendra Kumar, etc. During his professional career, artist has received a National Cultural Fellowship, Junior Fellowship, Senior Fellowship, many state, national, international honors and awards, has made numerous solo shows, group shows, national, international symposiums, art camps, and also made a deep connection with Japanese culture. Besides Japan, he visited many countries like Korea, China, Germany, France, Austria, Thailand, Cambodia, Singapore, and Hong Kong. He carries a huge list of national international collections for his work and has been a jury member of many important art bodies and organizations. Many prominent art critics and writers like Shri Prayag Shukla, Professor Tosaki Minomura, and Dr. S.B. Mohanty have expressed about him through their work. At present, the artist is involved full-time in Ram Chatpar Silpanyas, his long-term dream dedicated to his mentor, Mr. Ram Chatpar, with an art gallery named Ishi Art Gallery after the name of his Japanese teacher. This art body also has a library, an open theater for musical concerts, and a studio to practice art, as well as makes regular art activities for art lovers. Professor Madan Lal is an artist who synthesized the iconographical ancient Indian wisdom and international formalism with Japanese Eastern culture of holistic ideals in a new dimension. It is not just about physical stones only, but the whole life of an artist, his passion, his confidence, his clarity for long dedication makes him an authority in his field. The repetition of single bud form like some logo of a trade, like some deity from the ancient cave, like some symbol of faith in a temple, brings this artist to the unconventional impact of expression through the conventional medium of stone. In a way, it makes his works too simple to understand because the massive form of stone is just the vehicle of his abstract concerns of all-pervading, non-dual state, or the unchanging inner truth, beauty and joy. Here the actual material behind his physical stones is the abstract ideas, feelings, thinking process, confidence and profound love for the passion of an artist. His works are available in various types of marbles sandstone, granite, bronze, aluminium, iron, wood, brick, etc. Architectural symmetry, steps, geometry, river, mountains, ponds, water bodies are variations through which he defines the form of a flower bud. Pillars, pedestals, steps of the ghats are the images of his surroundings, from Sarnath capital to temple architecture, and Piers Ganga is repetitively notable in his works. Besides the additional use of water with stone and iron, the artist has also experimented with fragile mediums like wax and sand. Artist has designed his house with numerous stone-carved panels of Chunar sandstone on the exterior walls of it. His iconic flower bud with grills, glasses, and ventilators is creating an identity of his artistic genuine amongst the other houses of society.